Good morning, respected ma'am, and good morning, all of my dear classmates. Welcome to all in our presentation. My name is Bhagirath. Today, me and my teammate Jyoti present our viewpoints on the very important and the interesting topics of business research methods on sampling. Let's, without wasting any time, we start our presentation. In this presentation, we cover many topics like what is the sampling, why we use sampling, what is the process of the sampling, and which types of the methods used in the sampling. Before going to the sampling, we understand some basic terms which are used in the sampling. First is the population. What is the population? Population is a group from which sample is drawn. Exact population will depend on the scope of the study. Let's we understand with the real life example. The library department of Central University of Haryana tells the Commerce Department of Central University of Haryana to send us the report in 10 minutes that the student of MCOM second sem with writer's books used so that we avail these author books in the library. So the population for the Commerce Department is these 34 students of MCOM second sem. Next is the sample. What is the sample? Sample is a small group of the members which selected from a population which represents the entire population. When we researcher conduct a research group of the people, it's many times impossible to correct the data from each person in the group. Now, a question raise in your minds, what is the solution of this? It's very simple answer of this question is sample. We select a sample. Sample is a small group of the individuals who participate in the research and represent the entire population. On the other hand, we can say sample is the basically subset of the population. We understand with the help of the previous question. Library Department of Central University of Haryana said the Commerce Department of Central University of Haryana sent the reports in 10 minutes that MCOM students which author's book use. It's not possible to the Commerce Department to collect the data from each student within the 10 minutes. So Commerce Department choose some students and take the data from these students and prepare the report for selected students. Then 34 students is the population for Commerce Department and these 8 students is the sample which selected in populations by the department. Now I invite to Jyoti to further discussion on the sample. Yes, Jyoti.
Thank you, Bhagirath. As Bhagirath told us about population and sample, now the third term is sampling. Sampling is a process to select sample from population. This is done for draw the conclusion. Definition of sampling. Sampling is a process used in statistical analysis in which a predetermined number of observations are taken from a larger population to draw conclusion. The sample, sampling, and population theory are interrelated terms. Population, a large group; sample, a small group of population; and sampling is a process of selecting sample from population. Next, reasons of sampling. According to our survey, population may be very larger, and to communicate with the complete population and nearly complete population, this is not possible. There are many reasons. There are maybe budget is not budget is less and time is less and resources are not available, so sampling is done because sampling saves time, cost and limited resources are needed for sampling. Next, what is the procedure of sampling? When we do sampling, first of all, we comes to know that what is the reason of sampling, why we are doing sampling. As I have told in reasons, we do sampling for main three reasons. First, low cost, time saving, and for the limited resources, we do sampling. Now, after knowing the reason of sampling, we will comes to know how large a sample should be, what is our target population, and how many large samples should be, how many units in samples. Then we find the sample unit. After selecting the sample unit, we will find method of sampling. There are many methods of sampling. We will discuss that in our PPT later. Then we will select sample method according to our sample region. Collect the information. After selecting the method, we will collect the information for sampling. And after collecting the information, we will utilize that information to draw conclusion. Now Bhagirath will continue.
Thanks, Jyoti. Jyoti very well explain what is the sampling and what is the process of the sampling. Now I am explain the methods of the sampling. You can see on the screen there are the two methods of the sampling. First is the probability sampling and second is the non-probability sampling. Again, we categorize the probability sampling and the non-probability sampling in various parts. Probability sampling categorized in the simple random sampling, systematic sampling, stratified sampling, and cluster sampling. Same non-probability sampling categorized in conventional sampling, judgment sampling, snowball sampling, and quota sampling. Now we discuss one by one. First, probability sampling. What is the probability sampling? Probability sampling based on the fact that every member of the population is known and equal chance being selected. This method based on the theory of probability. There are the four types of the probability sampling. First is the simple random sampling. What is the simple random sampling? Simple random sampling is a technique in which every member of a study population has equal chance of selection. The selection is made randomly. For example, हमारी क्लास में 34 स्टूडेंट्स हैं और यहाँ पे हमें सैंपल रैंडम सैम्पलिंग टेक्निक्स को यूज करके हमें अपना सैंपल चूज करना है, तो हम रैंडमली किसी को भी यूज कर सकते हैं। जैसे हमें इस क्लास में से 8 सैंपल लेने हैं, तो रैंडमली जैसे फर्स्ट मैंने मंजीत लिया है, सेकंड अर्चना, थर्ड रिया, फोर्थ मुकुल, फिफ्थ रेखा, कोमल, मोनिका एंड आशीष। तो इस प्रकार से आप रैंडमली किसी भी स्टूडेंट्स को आप यूज कर सकते हैं। सेकंड आता है सिस्टमैटिक सैम्पलिंग। In systematic sampling, the first element is selected randomly from the list and then every nth element is selected. For example, हमारी क्लास में 34 स्टूडेंट्स हैं और हमें सिस्टमेटिक सैम्पलिंग टेक्निक को यूज करके कोई सैंपल है वो सिलेक्ट करना है। तो जो फर्स्ट सैंपल है वो हम रैंडमली सिलेक्ट करेंगे। जैसे आप इसमें देख सकते हो, लोकेश को हमने फर्स्ट सैंपल चूज किया है। जो फर्स्ट बॉक्स है वो पॉपुलेशन को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है और जो सेकंड बॉक्स है वो सैंपल को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है। तो लोकेश को हमने रैंडमली चूज किया है। इसके बाद हम अपनी nth जो एलिमेंट्स है उसको डिसाइड करेंगे। nth एलिमेंट क्या है, जो हमारा सैंपलिंग इंटरवल है वो कितना होगा। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हमें एवरी फिफ्थ जो स्टूडेंट्स है उसको एक सैंपल के रूप में चूज करना है। तो हम कैसे करेंगे, फर्स्ट हमने लोकेश को रैंडमली चूज कर लिया, इसके बाद हम जो फिफ्थ हमारा नंबर होगा उसको हम सैंपल के रूप में चूज करेंगे। तो दिव्य फर्स्ट है, सेकंड रितु, थर्ड ज्योति, फोर्थ नेहा, फिफ्थ हमारा आशिका है, तो आशिका को हम अपना सैंपल ले लेंगे। इसी प्रकार से हम फिर नेक्स्ट 5 देखेंगे। फर्स्ट अनिता, सेकंड प्रीति, थर्ड मीनू, फोर्थ रिया, फिफ्थ हमारा मंजित है, तो मंजित को हम सैंपल के रूप में चूज कर लेंगे। इस प्रकार से हम जितने भी हमारे पॉपुलेशन है उसमें से एवरी फिफ्थ जो स्टूडेंट है उसको एक सैंपल के रूप में चूज कर लिया जाएगा। नेक्स्ट आता है स्ट्रेटिफाइड सैम्पलिंग। In stratified sampling, first we divide the entire population in the some group and then select randomly from each group. इसमें क्या होता है कि जो हमारी पॉपुलेशन है उसको हम कुछ सब ग्रुप्स में डिवाइड करते हैं। जो हमारे सब ग्रुप्स हैं वो मेल या फीमेल के बेस पे हो सकते हैं। इनकम बेस पे हम उनको डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, लोअर लेवल इनकम, मिडिल लेवल इनकम या हाई लेवल इनकम में, या फिर उनको हम अर्बन या रूरल एरिया के बेस पे डिवाइड कर सकते हैं। तो यहाँ आप देख सकते हैं जो फर्स्ट बॉक्स है ये हमारी पॉपुलेशन है, इसको हमने मेल और फीमेल के बेस पे डिवाइड किया हुआ है। जो ऊपर आपको ये दिख रहे हैं यहाँ फीमेल हैं और नीचे हैं ये मेल दिखाए गए। अब यहाँ पे हमें सैंपल चूज करना है, तो किस प्रकार से हम अपना सैंपल चूज करेंगे। जो हमने इनको सब ग्रुप्स में डिवाइड किया है, तो सभी जितने भी सब ग्रुप्स बनेंगे उनमें से हमें इक्वल चूज करना है। जैसे हम बॉयज अगर 3 ले रहे हैं तो यहाँ पे हमें 3 गर्ल्स को चूज करना पड़ेगा। तो आप देख सकते हैं सेकंड जो बॉक्स हमने सैंपल चूज किया है, तो ये रैंडमली हमने उठाए हैं। फर्स्ट अनिता चूज किया गया है फीमेल्स में से, सेकंड दिव्या और थर्ड प्रिया। और इसी प्रकार से हमने रैंडमली जो बॉयज मेल्स हैं उनमें से 3 सैंपल के रूप में चूज किए हैं, जिसमें से फर्स्ट दिवेश है, सेकंड लोकेश और थर्ड हमने रितिश को चूज किया है। तो स्ट्रेटिफाइड सैंपलिंग में सबसे पहले हमारी जो पॉपुलेशन होगी उसको हम सब ग्रुप्स में डिवाइड करेंगे और ईच ग्रुप में से हम अपना जो सैंपल है वो रैंडमली सिलेक्ट करेंगे। नेक्स्ट आता है क्लस्टर सैंपलिंग। सेम स्ट्रेटिफाइड सैंपलिंग जैसा है, इसमें भी पहले हम जो पॉपुलेशन है उसको सब ग्रुप्स में डिवाइड करेंगे, उसके बाद जो सब ग्रुप्स हैं उसमें हम रैंडमली अपना जो सैंपल है उसको चूज करेंगे। आप फर्स्ट बॉक्स देख सकते हैं, इसमें हमारी ये पॉपुलेशन है, इसको सेम एज इट इज हमने 2 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया है। फर्स्ट जो ऊपर पार्ट है ये फीमेल को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है और जो नीचे पार्ट दिया गया है ये मेल को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है। अब आप कहोगे कि स्ट्रेटिफाई और क्लस्टर में क्या डिफरेंस है। उसमें भी हमने सब ग्रुप्स में डिवाइड किया था और उसके बाद हमने रैंडमली जो हमारे सैंपल्स हैं वो सेलेक्ट किए थे। इन दोनों में डिफरेंस ये है कि स्ट्रेटिफाइड में हम ईच जो सब ग्रुप्स हैं उनमें से सैंपल सेलेक्ट करते हैं, लेकिन क्लस्टर में जो एक सब ग्रुप होगा वो कंप्लीट सब ग्रुप हमारा सैंपल होगा। आप सेकंड सैंपल देख सकते हैं, बॉयज यहाँ पे 8 है, तो हमने 8 बॉयज को ही सैंपल के रूप में चूज किया है। जो हमारा फर्स्ट सब ग्रुप था जो फीमेल्स का था, यहाँ से हमने कोई भी सैंपल चूज नहीं किया है। तो क्लस्टर में सबसे पहले हम जो पॉपुलेशन होगी उसको सब ग्रुप्स में डिवाइड करेंगे। सब ग्रुप्स में डिवाइड करने के बाद हम अपने ऑब्जेक्ट के अकॉर्डिंग कि हमारा जो सैंपलिंग का ऑब्जेक्ट क्या है उसके अकॉर्डिंग एक कंप्लीट जो ग्रुप है उसको सैंपल लेके उसके बाद जो आगे का प्रोसेस है वो स्टार्ट करेंगे। नेक्स्ट ज्योति डिस्कस ऑन नॉन प्रोबेबिलिटी बेस्ड सैंपलिंग।
Thanks, Bhagirath. As we have discussed about probability sampling, now we will discuss about non-probability sampling. Non-probability sampling is also known as random sampling. This is the opposite of probability sampling. In probability sampling, samples are selected randomly, but in non-probability sampling, these are based on the consideration of the investor, on the consideration of investigator other than chance. जो नॉन प्रोबेबिलिटी सैम्पलिंग है वो डिपेंड करेगी इन्वेस्टिगेशन की जजमेंट पर, उसकी कंसिडरेशन पर। देयर आर सैंपल्स आर नॉट सिलेक्टेड रैंडमली। First is convenient sampling, as these names suggesting convenient. In this method, investigator will choose the sample that are convenient for her. This is the non-probabilistic procedure. In this method, there are no restriction to choose the sample. For example, I am purchasing of BR book. For this, I am selecting methods to my close friends Bhagirath, Ritu, Lokesh, Divya, not to whole class. I am taking samples according to my convenience. This method is suitable only in the pilot testing, यानी कि small scale testing, at which time we evaluate feasibility, duration, cost and adverse events. Advantage क्या है convenient sampling की? ये है easy to get sample because we are selecting our friends neighborhood. This is very easy to select sample. This is inexpensive. There are not need of more cost. participants are ready available because we are choosing according to our convenient, our friends they will help us, so samples are always ready, यानी कि participants are ready. और main advantage, there are no restriction, we can use any sample, but there are some many disadvantages. We cannot provide a representative result because we are choosing according to our convenient, not to according target market or objective. There may be false data and result may be based according to researcher. Now, second is judgmental sampling. Judgmental sampling is also known as expertise sampling, authoritarian sampling, या purposive sampling. In this method, the researcher will choose sample on the basis of his own judgment. For example, if I want to know about CUH, I believe Bhagirath and Lokesh from our class know more. This is my judgment because this may not be perfect, but this is my judgment. So this is the disadvantage of judgment sampling is based on the judgment of researcher. This not provide true result. There may be any false result. यही मेन डिसएडवांटेज है कि ये रिसर्चर की बेस पे, और जो नंबर ऑफ सैंपल्स है, अब इफ दे आर लार्जर देन जजमेंटल सैम्पलिंग इज नॉट सुटेबल. नेक्स्ट इज quota sampling. Quota sampling is mixture of judgment sampling and stratified sampling. In this sampling method, we will divide the population in two groups in subgroups according to their sex, living area, education, income. There may be anything, but we select the sample according to proportion of the subgroups. As in our class there are 32 students, we are classifying them, we are subgrouping them into two groups according to sex, boys and girls. There are 25% boys and 75% girls. Then when we are choosing our sample, we will take 25% of boys and 75% of girls. But stratified is probability sampling and quota sampling is non-probability sampling. Then why stratified sampling is used? In stratified sampling, we choose the samples randomly, but in quota sampling, we can choose anyone. This is also in judgmental sampling. We choose the samples from subgroups according to our judgment. Subgrouping them is stratified and choosing samples from them groups is judgment. So this is non-probabilistic sampling process. Next is snowball sampling. Snowball sampling is also known as chain sampling or referral sampling. This sampling is done in the surveys where we don't know the population, for hidden population. For example, we want to know how many students are preparing for NET in our class. As we are not personally meet, we don't know how many prepare. So this is hidden population. In this, I will know only Bhagirath. Bhagirath will tell me next students. Next, tell me about next student. Thus, this makes a chain. So this method is known as chain method or snowball sampling method. Advantage of this sampling method is we can select samples quickly, cost effective है, और जो sample है उसमें hesitation subject है. In this method, when we select a sample, यानी कि when I have select Bhagirath tell me about Lokesh tell me about Riya. If anyone have hesitation, then we don't know. Only those names were told us who are not hesitated, and we can get information about our samples. Difference between probability sampling and non-probability sampling. As we have discussed about probability and non-probability sampling. First main difference is in meaning. In probability sampling, samples are selected randomly and there are non-zero chance of selecting the from population sample. But in non-probability sampling, samples are selected on the judgment of the researcher. This is non-probability sampling. Probability sampling is also known as random sampling, and non-probability sampling is also known as non-random probability sampling. Samples are selected randomly in probability sampling, and samples are selected non-randomly in non-probability sampling. Result will be unbased in probability sampling, and in the non-probability sampling result may be based because this is done by judgment of the researcher. Method of probability sampling is objective and the non-probability of subjective. जो हाइपोथेसिस क्रिएट होगा वो नॉन प्रोबेबिलिटी सैम्पलिंग में जनरेटेड होगा और प्रोबेबिलिटी सैम्पलिंग में टेस्टेड होगा. थैंक यू.